What do you mean by regenerating talent, Arjun?
What we mean by regenerating talent, Martin, is what was prior the typical BPO outsourcing as well as IT talent for IT help desk type services or even software development services has dramatically changed just in the last few years. Now, the requirement is for those very same countries and companies to provide talent that can deal with artificial intelligence, can work side by side with robotic interfaces, know how to deal with machine language, have deep data sciences capabilities, can provide deep information on areas like cybersecurity. So the talent landscape has changed dramatically. And that is what we are talking about when we say you need to regenerate talent, because you need to considerably upskill and, in fact, replace the skill set that might have existed just about 5 years back.
All right, so Arjun, listen, I don't mean to put you in a difficult position, but I think we need to at least touch on this, right? India, China, Malaysia, top three in your list because of cost advantage, talent availability, and also strong skills. China specifically, and what you folks do at Kearney, and obviously you're not the only ones, but the McKinseys of the world as well. It's a service, right? But China is becoming an increasingly difficult, if not uncomfortable, geography to work in for names like yourselves and obviously your competitors as well. What do you do with a market like that?
Well, what we are seeing, there are changing dynamics, certainly, that we have to deal with. And that is true all over the globe, not just necessarily in China. What we are seeing is that organizations want to look at supply chain resilience. As you talked about widgets and parts on the manufacturing side, it is true even on the talent side. There is a desire to look at it from a resilience perspective. And therefore, optionality becomes quite important in this day and age. And therefore, when we look at China, the optionality is we see more amount of nearshoring that is happening. Even Chinese companies are looking to set up base in locations like Mexico, which rose a couple of spots, are looking at places like Colombia, which rose a couple of spots in our Global Services Location Index. Equally, in the Asian arena, we see a lot of interest in countries like Indonesia and countries like Thailand, which again have seen a lot of interest in the Global Services Location Index. So this is now about supply chain resilience as well as creating an optionality. And that is what you will see even in the talent market.